Hello, it is Sunday and it's time to do my mental health vlog. And I just woke up from a nap. My boyfriend and I um, did some errands and got lunch today, and then did a little bit of shopping and came back to the apartment, and I really wasn't feeling well. And I had to make a couple of trips to the restroom, and then I came back to the couch, and we were supposed to do something. We were going to play a video game, and I just curled up in his lap, and he's like, "Yeah, you're going to bed." So he put me in bed, and I have very little recollection of him putting me in bed. But I woke up with an ice pack. I woke up with a towel on my head. I woke up with a stuffed animal, my little boo boo, underneath my arm, and under the covers in bed. And he'd already gone for the day because he heads back to his house on Sundays. Um, very little recollection of him putting me in bed, but it was very sweet of him. And of course, he called me at 7:30 to make sure I was up and awake because he knew I wanted to get some patches done tonight, and he knew I needed to do my vlog. So um, he's really sweet. We had a rough week. Not gonna lie. It was a rough week, and I think it started. I don't know if it started Wednesday night, but it definitely kind of came to fruition Wednesday night. And I don't know what was going on in my head or his head, but he has been having some organization and focus issues, and normally it's not a problem. I'm really accommodating. I know I have my own pile of baggage, and he's always been really accommodating with me. But for some reason, Wednesday, it was just kind of like when he got here, and I had just come back from running an errand on Wednesday night, and there was just the connection was gone. I don't know if it was his energy and I just matched it, but the connection was gone, and he didn't feel well. And based on how he treated me today and how I treated him on Wednesday, I failed. But when he didn't feel well, I just had this attitude of I was over it, like I had just was done. I don't know where it came from. I can't explain it, and I don't really like it. And then on Friday night, when I had picked up my son and was trying to communicate with him about dinner for the house, and there was some miscommunication, and we ended up getting really frustrated with each other all over again. And it was another one of those nights where it's just we have obviously we are not at our best. We are not communicating well. We are not expressing ourselves well. We are not listening. We are not saying what we need to say. Both of us were just completely off. And there was level of concern. I wondered I wondered if this was something that we were going to be able to bounce back from, if this was a permanent shift, what had changed. I couldn't pinpoint anything, but I knew it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't good, and I was concerned. And then yesterday, we took my son to his parents' house, because they have a pool, and my son loves the pool, and he really likes, my boyfriend's parents. And there were some family friends that were going to be there with kids that were my son's age. So of course my son was like, I don't want to see anybody else. But then he had a blast, so much fun. But I'll get to that. I'll talk more about that in a second. So, and my boyfriend and I in the pool were trying to reconnect and pretend like everything was okay. But there was still some kind of residual tension there. Like we knew something was wrong. We didn't know what it was or how to fix it. we dropped my son off on Saturday afternoon late because of the pool, and then we had to run an errand, and then we got back to the apartment, and we really had nothing to do, nothing on the agenda, so we just laid on the couch and we watched TV for a couple of hours. And honestly, that was what was missing. We had not had the opportunity or the time to just really relax and connect and just to, be in the moment and just let things go and just enjoy the time with each other, enjoy the moments. And it's like after that, and after just snuggling on the couch with him, it was like everything was back to the way it should be. Everything had reset. Everything had gotten back to normal. I mean, we both have our challenges. We both have our mental issues. We both have our physical issues. We both have our emotional issues and things to get past. We both deal with weird things that can manifest in weird ways, but it just all seemed to fit back into place last night. Just snuggling on the couch and being connected. And even in the back of my head, the little voice that had been nagging me in the back of my head that something was wrong, this wasn't right, it just kind of shut up. So make sure you take the time to make those connections, reconnections in any relationship that you're finding challenging. It doesn't have to be a husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be a friend or a coworker or whatever, but find those ways to reconnect. Find where I guess not a coworker, that's weird, but find those moments that just allow you to be and enjoy. And it can be something relaxing, it can be something fun, but just something that you both that's something that centers you. Ours was watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Who knows what it'll be for you? But something to think about. Anyway, Saturday with my son. Oh my God. He was so, I won't say angry, but, he puts up a wall like he normally does because, he's got the ODD. And, his initial response to everything is no. But oh my goodness, once the other kids got there, because we had been in the pool for about an hour and a half before the other kids got there. And it's a couple who are family friends of my boyfriend and his parents. And they have 2 children who are also adopted. I don't know why I failed to bring this up to my son, because that would have been another way for him to connect with somebody. So I'll definitely have to point that out next time. Although I'm not sure if he picked up on that, because there are racial differences between the parents and the children. So I think he's smart enough to figure that out, but I don't know. I don't know if he thinks about things like that. So anyway, he had a great time with the kids. They just had a ball, and it was so great watching my son play with kids again, because that's something I really haven't had a lot of opportunity to do. And he's going into 4th grade in like 2 weeks, the 12th. 4th grade. It's hard because he skipped a grade, so but my baby is going into 4th grade. I can't. I'm having a hard time with that. My baby is going into 4th grade. He skipped a grade, and he's still in the gifted and talented program. He's so smart. He's going to be like Doogie Howser. He's going to be in college in 3 years. This is my fear. Well, I've not saved up enough money for that. But he's great. I love him so much. And we're getting him excited about trying to figure out a theme for his bedroom when we move into the house. And next month. Oh God, it's August, so September, that's next month. So that's exciting. Don't be afraid, random thought before I end. Don't be afraid to show your silly side, your stupid side, your vulnerable side. I have found that to be a huge aspect of who Jordan is. You know, my motto in life is, what is life without whimsy? And I don't think I've said that on here before, which is weird because that really is my motto. But yeah, don't be afraid to be silly, to be stupid, and don't give a shit what anybody else thinks, because that's one thing I pride myself on, is I really don't care what anyone else thinks about me. I don't. So it's the important people, you know, they matter a little bit, but ultimately it's all about how I think about myself. And aside from the fact that the chlorine in the pool totally stripped the new purple from my hair, which I'll be fixing that relatively soon because I loved the way it looked before I got in the pool. Aside from that, I'm really happy with myself. I love myself. I love that I'm weird and silly and stupid and vulnerable. But I'm also strong. I'm a great dad. I'm a very emotional person that's in touch with my feelings. And I've got some amazing qualities. So don't be afraid to embrace all the aspects of yourself and be a little silly, be a little stupid, have a little fun, and don't give a shit what people think about you, except for you. All right. Check on your friends, make sure they're doing well. Go out to dinner with them, but wear a mask, because we're getting to the point now where we should be wearing masks again in public, even if you're vaccinated. I'm sorry, I hate saying things like that, but the people who have not been vaccinated have made it worse for the rest of us. And I know some of you are watching this video, and I'm calling you out. There's no reason not to get vaccinated. None. Anything you're thinking in your head, it's wrong. Get vaccinated. Check on your family. Make sure they're doing okay. And if they're not vaccinated, be annoying about it. And you know who you are. Check on yourself. Make sure you're doing okay. Don't be afraid to be silly and stupid. Be you. There's no reason to ever hide a part of who you are. There's a song in the musical Shrek called "Let Your Freak Flag Fly." Now, I'm not saying run down the street in pasties and leather. You know, keep some stuff in your room. But be you. Don't be afraid to be you. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you next week.